Let's talk about the liquid memory and the scroll carrier. So you've heard me talk about memory before, but we're not talking about the kind that lives in your head. We're actually talking about body memory, which is stored in multiple layers and multiple mediums, different vaults, different access points. So here's how it goes. First, we have the bone marrow. This is the deepest vault. This is our ancestral memory storage unit. It holds primordial blueprints that are passed down before language. It's density-based memory. It's thick, it's slow to access, and it's ancient as hell. And you don't remember this stuff. It wakes up in you when the conditions are right. Then we just recently talked about the cytoplasm, and this is cellular. It's your emotional and your experiential memory. It's stored in the goo of your cells, so your responses, behaviors, and habits. Think of this as your body's unconscious reactive system. Most of your triggers live here. Then comes in the CSF. Now, this isn't storage, this is delivery. This is the scroll carrier, the courier between heaven and earth, brain and spine. Your cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF, is the only substance that touches both the poles in your nervous system. And it doesn't store the memory, it transports it, like an elevator shaft up the spinal tide. It is the conductor of the code. So now that we have the differentiators, let's talk about flash coding. Flash coding is not something that you think. It's not setting an intention or even thinking positive thoughts. It's not something that's mental at all, actually. It's fluidic. Now, to flash code your CSF means that you must do three things. So the first is you must enter the correct frequency. Your spinal fluid doesn't carry static. It moves in tides. It's affected by the moon, your breath, and by your spine's position, and by stillness. But you can't send the codes into chaos. You must become still enough to feel them rise. This is why the sacred secretion practices matter. You're aligning chemistry, rhythm, and intention to the fluid, and that is receptive. It's not storing, it's receiving. Then you must call on the source. Now here's the cryptic part. You don't send the code. You ask for it. From what? From source, or in this case, from the architects of the blueprint. Now we call them Andromedans, but you can call it future memory or the original encoders. It really doesn't matter. But there is a source behind it all. They flash what's needed through the breath and through the tides. So when you connect with Andromedans, this is a typical process where things will kind of come on suddenly. Think of it as like inhaling clarity that you haven't earned yet. That's flash code. You don't deserve it, you align with it. And then the third thing is you let the body update. Now, once it's in, you don't control how it unfolds, and you don't need to remember it. The code is written into the liquid, and the CSF distributes it across your nervous system. So you'll notice things like your speech shifts, you lose the urge to explain yourself, your habits mutate into effort, ideas start to feel like memories as opposed to thoughts. That's a flash update. The fluid carried it, your body obeyed it. So how does the CSF memory differ? Well, the marrow is your long-form archives, the cytoplasm is your reactive conditioning, and the CSF is the liquid messenger between realms. It's not where memory lives, it's how memory moves. So when you want to flash code something in, you don't write it down, you don't visualize it too hard, and you don't affirm it 100 times. You still yourself and ask the waters. You ask, you receive, you breathe it in, and then you let the body change. Now, the proof is never in the moment of meditation. The proof is actually followed in the days after. You don't need to think your way to the upgrade. You just have to tune your vessel and let the elevator carry the code. Flash programming complete. Updating deployed. Wait for the shift because it's already in motion. It's that simple.